Hi friends, I hope you're having a great day out there in your gardens. It's currently late June in my Pennsylvania garden, and all the smooth hydrangeas have come into full bloom. So let's take a garden tour together and see all of the beautiful varieties. We're going to start here in my hydrangea room, where I primarily have smooth and panicle hydrangeas. There are a few big leaf hydrangeas in this garden. One that we propagated together is here in the corner underneath the apple tree. But what we'll be looking at today is primarily smooth and oak leaf hydrangeas. The first hydrangea we'll see along our journey is called Invincible Mini Mauvette, a beautiful dusty pink hydrangea, and this one turns green. Next up, we have Invincible Limetta. Now, in previous years, I had said that Invincible Limetta was my favorite green hydrangea, but I changed my mind after planting this one called Invincible Sublime. It's more of a true lime green, and I just love the form of the blooms. I do feel like I'm running out of space, but if I can find some more room in the garden for more hydrangeas, Invincible Sublime is the one I would plant more of. Right next to that, we have Haas Halo Hydrangea, which is a smooth lace cap hydrangea. The bees and butterflies love these smooth lace cap hydrangeas, and Haas Halo is definitely their plant of choice. Let's take a look through the hydrangea room to the stone rug. Oh wow, you know what? You can't even see the stone rug this year. Everything is so tall, but we'll go visit that in a second. Down below us, we have another Invincible Mini Mauvette. This one is full size. It's pretty small, maybe about 2 by 2 feet tall. It's Invincible Wee White. And then right next to that, Invincible Ruby. Let's travel through the hydrangea room together. And we can take a look at the smooth pink hydrangea that started my obsession. And this one is called Invincible Spirit 2. It doesn't get much better than this hydrangea. It's probably about 4.5, maybe 5 feet tall by 5 feet wide. There in the distance, you see Annabelle Hydrangea. And down below us, we have another smooth lace cap hydrangea called Invincible Lace. Surrounding the book nook, we have a lot of incredible hydrangeas. We'll head over there in just one second. But I wanted to show you again the beautiful color on Invincible Ruby. This one stays pink the longest. And you can see even here on Invincible Lace, you have more color when it first comes into bloom. Then it looks like this, and then it turns a nice subtle green. Really nice color on that. It doesn't turn brown. The only one that turns brown for me is this one right here, Invincible Wee White. All the other pink ones rather, they turn green. Here's the view looking into the hydrangea room from Grace's garden. I've allowed a branch of our Macintosh apple tree to just touch these arches, And so as you walk through Hummingbird Way, you do see some apples up above. I've surrounded the book nook with incredible hydrangeas, and they're pretty much at their mature size now. I think about one more year and they will have reached maturity. I'll take us to the front yard where I have another hedge of incredible hydrangeas, and those ones are definitely at their mature size. What I wanted to do here is create a secret reading nook in plain sight. And so that's why I've created this circular garden, because once I take us to the main flower walk, I hope you'll be able to see that. You can't see any of the seats in the book nook from the entrance point to the garden. But let's get a close-up on incredible, beautiful, nice, strong stems on incredible. Just a fantastic plant. You'll see when we head over to the bistro garden that last year I did plant the new storm-proof hydrangea. And even though I like that hydrangea a lot, I definitely like incredible better. And let's get one more close-up on the bloom so that we can really compare incredible and storm-proof, because for me it's all about the size of the florets. So that's incredible. Beautiful Sunday morning here in Pennsylvania. Over here we have the hydrangea annex and the other side of the hydrangea room. But for now, I'm going to turn us this way, and we're going to walk backwards down the main flower walk. Another incredible hydrangea. And now we're going to start to see a bunch of oak leaf hydrangeas. This one is called Gatsby Gal. Really nice, large panicle blooms on this one. And look what we have here, a pokeweed. This one is called Annabelle. And it did kind of open up in the center this year, but it didn't fall over as badly as it has in previous seasons. And there's a look at the stone rug this year. You'll see around all of my paved areas, I have jewels of opar popping up, and I didn't plant any of this. It's a fabulous cut flower with succulent lime green foliage. So let's head down the main flower walk now. Now we're looking at this garden from essentially the wrong way, but I want to show it to you both ways. Here's another Invincible Sublime Hydrangea in the back corner right next to my garage. This dwarf oak leaf hydrangea is called Gatsby Gal. Now here we have a storm-proof right next to an incredible. And I just need to point out these amazing lilies in the background. We have Eastern Moon Lily right here, and Regal Lily is the one with the more vibrant yellow center. Here's another Sublime Hydrangea. I just put that one in last fall, so it's still pretty small. This is the oak leaf hydrangea that I've probably had maybe 8 or 9 years. Now, I think this hydrangea is supposed to get like 10 by 10 feet tall and wide, but it really hasn't grown much for me over the years. It's called Snowflake, and it does kind of have this weeping habit for me, but it doesn't look like this in pictures online. So now we arrive at the new bistro garden. This is a brand new garden that I just put in last year, so everything is pretty small. You can see these eastern moon lilies here on the right-hand side of your screen. Eventually, these shorter eastern moon lilies will be as tall as my addition and completely cover the addition wall, so you won't see that anymore. But we'll have to wait probably at least 2 more years to see that happen. But this is where we have our storm-proof hydrangeas. So take a look at these blooms and let me know what you think. I suppose we could say the blooms are more densely packed. And for some reason, I don't like that quite as much as Incredible. But what do you think? So I just have these surrounding our new bistro garden. And you can see more of that Jewels of Opar down below. A few strawberry lemonade sunflowers. And here's the view that you're probably used to seeing. Let's see if we can see the chairs in the book nook or not. Ah, yes. I quite love this view of the garden right now. Very peaceful, nice and quiet on a Sunday morning. Truth be told, Sunday morning is the only time that the garden is quiet because we do live on a main road. But from this direction, you're really seeing the placement of the hydrangeas. Now, I have no professional design experience. I just go with my gut and my heart. And I've noticed over the years that what's appealing to me personally is a zigzag pattern with things that are permanent structural planting. So, you can see one white hydrangea here, zigzag to another one, zigzag to another one, zigzag to another one. I don't know if that's a design principle or not, but that's what makes my heart happy. Another sublime right here. Now I do have false hydrangea vine on the garage. There's a couple blooms tucked down low, but I'm not sure if it got hit by the frost or what. But hey, at least it has traveled all the way up the cement block on the garage at this point. I'm definitely thankful for that. All right, let's take a look at the other side of the hydrangea room and also the hydrangea annex. Why don't we head over to the raised bed garden and then I'll circle around. I think the best companion plant for smooth hydrangeas is astilbe. And almost all of the astilbe in my garden is grown from bare roots from Longfield Gardens. I feel like that's the best and easiest way to plant astilbe. Planting bare root plants allows me to get really close to the bulbs without injuring them. Another Incredible. Some feverfew tucked into this garden too, although I've cut most of that. Now, I won't focus on the raised beds for today because I'm going to do a full June garden tour probably in about a week. And actually you can see that a lot of these beds are missing the flowers because we've cut and sold them. But I wanted to circle around and give you a sense of how all these gardens connect and work. So I'll stand here at the back of my property where I planted some emerald green arborvitaes when we first moved in. So we're back here by the rose garden now. We still have a bunch of eastern moon lilies yet to bloom back here. But even from back here, you can really see all of our white hydrangeas. I'm really happy with the way that's looking. This year I disguised the compost pile with these strawberry lemonade sunflowers, and I'm so happy with that planting. It's just been so much fun this year. I feel much more at peace with the flower stand, and I just really want to use the flower stand at this point in my life as kind of an act of service to the community. Somewhere that's always open, where they can get flowers at an affordable price. And it's really thanks to all of you that I can offer the flowers at such an affordable price. Can you believe it's been 10 years selling cut flowers? Some years have been a joy, and some years have been heartbreaking. But this is a good year, and so I'm going to cling to it. So I think we've seen all of these smooth hydrangeas before, but you can see they're much younger. Oh, isn't Sublime good? Where can I put more Sublime hydrangeas? Here's another ruby. Another Sublime. Haas Halo is right here, much smaller than the one there right next to the garage. Sometimes people ask me, where do I sit in the garden? Normally right here, or in those antique wicker chairs in the bistro. Can you imagine what this garden would look like if I had chosen another shrub as the backbone for this garden? I mean, we are looking at so many blooms thanks to hydrangeas. I love smooth hydrangeas because they don't have any disease problems in our area. They come back reliably. They leaf out early. That's a big deal, things that leaf out early. At least it's a big deal to me. Panicle hydrangeas are a little bit late to leaf out. And sometimes you lose the blooms of mountain and big leaf hydrangeas, but never smooth hydrangeas. Smooth hydrangeas for the win. All right, let's take a look at this side of the hydrangea room. Invincible lace again. I'm repeating hydrangeas, but I'm not doing a mirror image planting on both sides. Haas Halo. Incredible. Oh, here's the bees. Oh, lost him. And then repeating Invincible lace once again. Really beautiful. Now, can you see this hedge of pink hydrangeas in the distance surrounding my flower lady? I'll tell you what, I won't edit this portion out like I normally do. And I'll let you see how these gardens truly connect. Let's wave goodbye to the hydrangea room on our way out. Goodbye, beautiful pink hydrangeas. See you soon. This is where I keep a lot of things that just need to be out here. I've got my rain barrel, I've got wood, garbage cans, and I did add refrigeration to the flower stand. So we're running an extension cord out of this window that was broken when we moved in, running an extension cord out of there, underneath this holly tree, all the way to my flower stand, which is right here. It's wonderful to have refrigeration now. Okay, let's stop right here. Here is the cascading hydrangea that I've been talking about. So it did bloom. Excuse me, let me back up. We planted this last year together. This is not how I imagined it looking. Now it's beautiful. I'm thankful that it bloomed, but is it covered and smothered in blue hydrangeas and trailing? I don't think I would say so. Let's pause here for a moment, take in this beautiful morning together. It's probably about 7 a.m. now. You know what, I'd like to take a survey of gardeners. I have a feeling that 99% of gardeners are early risers. So the only smooth hydrangea I have in this garden is Invincible Spirit 2. I just want to stand here a second because it's so beautiful, and it's often very hard to capture the driveway garden because of all the traffic. The light's beautiful right now, isn't it? I have a couple lilies in this garden, Rosella's Dream and also Pink Flight. So I'm keeping it pink, white, and purple in this garden. I just deadheaded all the roses that are also pink that surround our flower lady. And I do have a yew hedge back behind these hydrangeas. You know what? Very slow growing. But we'll wait, and then we'll enjoy it even more once it's mature. So here we are, Invincible Spirit 2. And that brings us to our next hydrangea hedge, which is in the front of our property. And those are all Incrediballs. Here's a really big limelight hydrangea. So in the front of our property, we have an instant boxwood hedge. This is from Instant Hedge. And then inside the boxwood hedge, I have Incrediball hydrangeas. Very easy to take care of, low maintenance. Let me show you what it looks like from the other gate. We've got the Eastern Moon Lilies right here. And then you come in, you can take a seat at the bistro garden. Or you can walk through the main flower walk, sit in the book nook. Oh, it's nice that the sun is coming out now. The garden looks so different in the sunshine. Hey, Gracie. And then right back to the hydrangea room. Well, friends, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know what your favorite hydrangea is in the comments section below, and I'll see you sometime real soon. Bye.